Good morning, friends. Beth here. I am going to be leading you through a full body stretch this morning. This is typically what I teach Monday mornings and also over at Lego. Miss you guys. Hope you are all well. And so as with any yoga practice, I want you to practice ahimsa, which is non-harming, which means if you feel any pain, you want to back out of it. This is to make you feel better, to release physical tension, not to create gripping and holding and things like that. So we want to relax ourselves, and then we're going to do strengthening and lengthening. So yeah, listening to your own inner wisdom is pretty much the only thing that I really require. And some breath work. Let's do some deep inhales and exhales to help soothe the nervous system. And at the end of this, I hope you feel nice and stretched out and relaxed and ready to focus. And a shout out to all of the local studios who have their 20 some classes a week that they offer, and they are trying to keep their businesses going. It's really an amazing opportunity right now for you to check out a bunch of those teachers. So I recommend doing that as well. Love you guys. All right, so let's get started. Go ahead and sit on the floor. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Do it again. Take a big breath in. Sigh it away through the mouth. And now we're going to sit up nice and tall, crown of the head reaching, chin parallel with the earth. If you like, you can close your eyes as we feel ourselves ground down into the earth, feeling the weight of our sit bones, the texture of the floor beneath us, the texture of the air on our skin. Tune into how you're feeling, the energy you're bringing right now, knowing that that will shift. It's just good to be aware, good to know where you're starting off from, and then how you feel when you're done. And then take a peek into your thoughts. Are they racing? Are they cloudy? Are they sharp? Are they focused? Are they all over the place? And then bring the awareness back to the breath. In and out through the nose. Focus on the sensation of the air, inhaling through the nostrils, right at the tip of the nostrils. Is it cool? And then as you exhale again through the nostrils with control, long solo breaths. Maybe it's a little bit warmer. Opening the eyes, hands come alongside the body. Inhale, arms are going to sweep up and they're going to match the length of that inhalation, really slow. Exhale, the hands come down to heart center, gaze turns down, and release the palms. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms sweeping up. Exhale, hands come down. This time, inhale your hands back up so that your elbows come toward each other. Interlace your fingers, and we're going to take some wrist circles. Reverse direction. Sometimes the opposite direction of what we initially went might feel a little bit confusing, so you can point your fingers and draw a figure eight. That helps some people. Beautiful. Inhale, arms reach up. Right hand comes down to the earth, left fingertips reach across. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale to the other side. Create space, side ribs. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms rise up. Left hand to right knee, taking a twist. We'll hang out here for just a minute. Inhale, press the floor away, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Breathe really deeply and bring your awareness to the sensation on your back. Can you feel the movement there? Inhale, unwind to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, press the floor away, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind to center. And exhale, hands come behind the body. Go ahead and find an arch in the spine. Chin can tip up toward the sky if that feels okay. You can stretch out your neck and scrunch up your eyes and let everything be soft. Raise your eyebrows and release. Inhaling, head comes up. And we're gonna roll over our knees into a tabletop position. You might find a blanket if you have tender knees. And the first thing we're going to do is a flow between child's pose and baby cobra. So we're still warming up the spine. First thing, actually let's first stretch out get the toes into the mix and the feet. Bring your weight into your left knee, stretch your right leg behind you. And then we're going to, so the toes are still connected to the earth, and roll over the toes, forward and backward. Beginning to warm up the toe joints and the ankle joints. Beginning to stretch and wake up the fascia on the bottom of the foot. And then press back through the heel. Feel a stretch in the back line of the leg. And then go ahead and come back to table. And slide your left toes back. Rolling over the toes, forward and backward. And then press back through the heel. Excellent. Go ahead and find your tabletop. And now we're going to create a little bit more space between our hands and our knees. So I want you to step your feet back 1 foot at a time till you come to a high plank. No worries if you can't hold a high plank. Once you're here, this is just for length, bring your knees down. Okay, so here, draw your navel to spine. The crown of the head reaches away from the tailbone. So knees to the top of the head. That's where I want your nice long plank. Hands underneath shoulders, elbows are pointing back behind us, and we're gonna lower with control to the belly. Inhale, press the floor away, draw your shoulder blades toward each other for baby cobra. And then come down. Draw your navel in toward your spine and elbows hug in. Press the floor away and then sink your hips back to your feet for a child's pose. Inhale, come forward to your knee down plank. Really strong. Exhale with control, lowering to belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Squeeze shoulder blades back. Exhale down. Navel in, elbows in. Press the floor away. And then back to child's pose. Inhale forward. Exhale lower. Inhale baby cobra. Exhale lower. Navel to spine, elbows in. Press the floor away. And back to child's pose. Inhale forward. Exhale lower. Inhale baby cobra. Exhale down. So no crunching in the low back in that baby cobra. Elbows in, navel to spine. Press the floor away. And back to child's. Forehead comes all the way down to the mat. And you might, or the floor. And you might roll on your forehead, left and right. And then walk your hands over to the right. Put your left palm down, right palm on top, and give a little pull back. Walk the hands through center, over to the left, right palm down, left palm on top, and pull back. And then walk the hands to center and find yourself in tabletop. So the knees come underneath the hips once again. So in this, where we're weight bearing, we want to bring our weight forward, activating through the finger pads and the rim of the palm. Tuck your toes under. First little bit of strength. Press the floor away so we're strong all the way up through the shoulders and hover your knees. Keep your neck in line so we don't want it drooping. Navel to spine. And then bring your belly to your thighs. Ears come in between your biceps. And again, press the floor away, but keep the knees bent. You might feel your thigh muscles, your quads starting to heat up. And then begin to straighten the knees. Heels will come toward the floor, and you can pedal out your dog. It doesn't matter if your heels ever touch the floor or if you ever bring your knees to fully straightened. And then finding some stillness here in down dog. We're going to begin stepping our right foot forward. So if you know that you like to take a few steps to get your foot there, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, weight comes into the left. Inhale, right toes to sky, 3-point dog. Exhale, glide forward, knee hovers. Inhale, press the floor away, draw the knee up even higher. And exhale, left foot comes down. And bring your back knee down. I'm going to scooch my foot forward. I want my knee over my ankle. And then inhale, bending into the knee. My left hip lowers to the ground and gaze comes up. Exhale, straightening the front knee. Nose toward knee, hips shift back, toes rise. Inhale, slowly bending into the front knee. Hips lower, gaze comes up. Exhale, hips shift back as knee straightens. Nose toward knee, toes rise. Inhale, gliding forward. Exhale, shifting back. And now stay here and think about pulling your pinky toe side of your foot back. And notice that that might ignite the outer edge of the leg for the stretch. Inhale, bend into the front knee. Tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, press down into the floor and lengthen from the crown of the head through the back heel, and then take your weight into your left palm and right arm sweeps up. Inhale, look down for balance. Hand comes back down to the mat, and you step the left foot back to downward facing dog. So your left foot will be stepping forward. I think I said left on the other one. That was your right. So now you're going to step your left forward. So the opposite foot. All right. Everybody who has practiced with me knows that happens occasionally. Forgiveness is a beautiful thing. All right. So left foot will be stepping forward, or inhale, left toes to sky. Exhale, glide forward, 3-point plank. Inhale, draw the knee up higher. Exhale, placing the foot down. And then back knee comes down. Knee over ankle, or maybe a little bit behind to start. And then inhale. A little bit, the hips lower. Exhale, straightening the front knee. The hips will shift back, nose toward knee, and the toes might come up. Inhale, beginning to bend into the front knee. Gaze comes up. Exhale, straightening the front knee, hips back, toes up, nose toward knee. Inhale, gliding forward. Exhaling back. And this time we stay here and think about drawing the pinky toe side back. And then bending into the front knee. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, press the floor away, and then sweep your left arm up to the sky. And look down for balance, hand comes back down to the mat. Sweep your left foot back to downward facing dog. Look forward to your hands, and you can begin to walk or step up to meet them. Take an inhale, press into your shins, look forward, and then exhale, forward fold. Shake out your head, yes and no. You can bend into your knees deeply, straightening into one and then the other. Maybe the hands come alongside one foot and the other, swaying side to side. Maybe hands come to the elbows. And then finding stillness. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Try to keep that lengthened spine. Interlace your fingers. And we'll take standing crescent stretch over to your right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to the waist. Another part of the Dasachalana, or the churnings of the joints. Go ahead and bring your feet wider than hip width. I'm going to take some hip circles. And you might match this movement with your breath. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And reverse direction. Awesome. And then go ahead and step to Tadasana. So a quick alignment check in mountain pose or Tadasana. The feet are right underneath the hips. Toes, pick them up, spread them out, lay them down. Think about your ankles. Are they relatively level with the earth, or do they sort of cave in or cave out? And try to press into the corners of your feet or the rims of your feet to try to get them about as level as possible. Lock out your knees so you know what it feels like, and then don't do it again. So keep a soft bend there. Draw your navel to spine. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and crown of the head reaches. we're going to take chair pose. So inhale, bend your knees and sink your hips back as if you were sitting in a chair. Arms sweep up in front. If you have any shoulder stuff going on, go ahead and keep your hands at your waist or even behind you with the palms facing down, growing nice and broad across the chest as you do so. Doesn't matter how low you go. Everybody has different proportions and their squats will look very different. You don't want to have crunching in your low back. Go ahead and bring your weight into your right foot and lift the left knee. Keep breathing. Long inhales, long exhales. If you're wondering how long they should be, you can count. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Or you can think beginning, middle, and end. Beginning, middle, and end. All right, I hope your ankle is dancing. We're going to shift back using our proprioception to place our foot down with control. Arms come up overhead. Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Think about that front knee. Is it tracking over the middle of your foot? And is your foot pointing toward 12 o'clock? And we're going to take a little twist here. Inhale, reach. Woo. Your fingertips up. Exhale, twist toward the bent knee. Arms come out to a T. Opposite of warrior 2. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, sweep the arms behind you, palms face down. Reach the fingertips away from the crown of the head. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, flying warrior. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale and twist. Inhale, and then exhale. Okay, so from here, stay here. Bring your left palm down, and then taking another twist. Right arm sweeps up to the sky. Look down for balance. Hand comes down to the mat and step your back foot forward. Inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. And we go over to the other side. So finding your Tadasana alignment. Inhale, bend the knees, sink your hips back. Utkatasana, chair pose. Weight shifts over into the left foot, raising your right knee. You can always use a wall or a chair or something too to hold on to. You need a little assistance with your balance. Try to look at something that's not moving. I'm currently trying to look at the windowsill, but it's hard because there's snow falling outside the windowsill, and it's very beautiful. All right, now with control, we're going to shift that front foot back, placing it down, crescent lunge. Take a peek at your knee, tracking over the middle of the front foot, pointing toward 12 o'clock. Inhale, you're pressing down into the ground, reaching up through the fingertips. Exhale, twist toward the front knee. Arms come out to a T. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale. Flying warrior, reach the fingertips away from the crown. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale and twist. Inhale, arms rise up. And exhale, flying warrior. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, flying warrior and stay. Create that length first, and then right palm down to the earth, left arm sweeps up, taking a twist. And look down for balance. Hand comes down to the mat. Step the back foot forward. Take a breath in, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. And release. I'm going to move my blanket out of the way. If you happen to have been using one for your knees, go ahead and take a moment to do that. All right, finding mountain pose. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, bend your knees, step back 1 foot at a time. You can go knee from the knees or the toes. Rolling forward, getting your shoulders really strong and lowering with control to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale down, navel to spine, press the floor away, and back to downward facing dog. So right foot will step forward, or if you like, inhale, right toes to sky. Exhale, glide forward, knee hovers. Inhale, press the floor away, draw the knee up even higher, and then place your foot down. Back knee comes down, and walk your hands up to your front thigh. Inhale, left arm reaches tall, and that same twist that we did. And then arm comes across. Right fingertips come to right hip crease. This might be your twist today, and that's gorgeous. You might start to work your shoulder down. Before you take your twist further, go ahead and pull that right hip back with the right fingers from the hip crease and reach the crown of the head away in the opposite direction. Then your palms come together at heart center, at the sternum. And maybe the gaze goes off the back elbow. And this is a wonderful twist as well. You should feel you're using that leveraged twist in the upper back. That's where we have the mobility that we're working on. That's actually where we have the most range of motion. If you like, you can lift your back knee. Inhale, look down for balance. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step your front foot back. You can go straight to down dog, or if you like, roll forward. Lowering with control to belly. Inhale, baby cobra, draw shoulders back. Exhale, down. Navel to spine, elbows in. From knees or toes, press the floor away, and back to down dog. Left foot will be stepping forward, or if you like, inhale, left toes to sky. Exhale, glide forward, 3-point plank. Inhale, press the floor away, knee rises a little higher, and we place the foot down. Back knee comes down, walk your hands up. Inhale, right arm to the sky, and then exhale, twist. Arm comes across, left fingertips to left hip, drawing it back. Or if you like to go a little deeper, walk your arm down. Again, create length through the spine, and then palms come together at heart center. And gaze can go off your right elbow up toward the sky. If you like, you can lift your back knee. And then inhale, look down. Exhale, unwind. Front foot steps back. You can go straight to down dog or roll forward, lowering with control. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, press the floor away. And back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Walk, step, or float to meet them. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. And release. We're doing awesome on time. Okay. Finding your Tadasana. Go ahead and bend your knees, sink your hips back into Utkatasana. Shift your weight into the right. Lift the left knee. With control, place the foot back behind you. First crescent lunge, then spin the back foot on a 45-ish degree angle and bring your arms out to a T for warrior two. So in that back foot placement, the heel is further away than the toes. Shoulders relax away from the shoulders, from the ears rather, and the front knee is tracking over the middle of the front foot. Inhale, straighten the front knee, hands come to the waist. Squeezing your hip points, tilt your pelvis forward, but we want to keep that length in the spine and then extend your arms out to a T. Gaze goes up, Trikonasana. Triangle pose, one of my favorites. Take care of this front knee. If you feel like it's hyperextending, keep a little bend there. And then inhale up to a T. Exhale, bend into the front knee. Forearm comes to thigh. And left arm sweeps up for extended side angle. You can tuck your chin into your armpit. Gaze can go up. If that doesn't work for your neck, out at the horizon or even down for grounding. Inhale, arms come up to a T, warrior two, and then exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Spin on the ball of the back foot, your front foot steps back. You can press straight to down dog or roll forward, lower to belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Navel to spine, elbows in, press the floor away, and back to down dog. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Walk, step, or float to meet them. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips back, arms reach up, Utkatasana chair pose. Find the weight in your left, raise the right knee. And then with control, stepping back, crescent lunge. Turn the back foot on a 45-ish degree angle. Arms come out to a T. Check the alignment. Front knee, middle of front foot. Inhale, straighten the front knee. Hands come to the hip points. Go ahead and tilt the pelvis forward and then open the arms. Gaze comes up toward the top hand. And take care of that front knee. Maybe gazes out or down. You always have options. Inhale brings you up to a T. Exhale, bend into the front knee, forearm to front thigh, and right arm sweeps up, creating an angle from the fingertips to the back edge of the back foot. Press into your forearm so that we're not sinking into the front shoulder. And maybe tuck your chin into your armpit. Inhale brings you up to a T. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Spin on the ball of the back foot. Step your front foot back. And you can go straight to down dog or roll forward a little as you lower with control. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, press the floor away. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Walk, step, or float to meet them. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, finding your Tadasana. Shoulders are back, navel to spine. Inhale, shift your weight into your right hand, foot, and hands come up overhead. Steeple your hands and then start to hinge forward. Coming into warrior three. So you might keep your toe down. You might start to come forward. Think about keeping your hips and your shoulders level with the earth. Really reach through the front hands, front fingers, and press through the back heel. Inhale, draw the knee up. And then we're going to lead with the heel. Release the hands. Flex your left foot. Squeeze your outer hip. Standing 5-point star. And release. Awesome work. Go ahead and shake out that standing leg and take some ankle circles. Toe comes down and you move all the way around to the top of the foot, bottom of the foot. Try not to breathe so heavy into the mic. All right, find your Tadasana. Shift your weight into your left. Inhale. Arms rise up, interlace the fingers, point, steeple them, Charlie's Angels them, and then slide your toes back, navel to spine. I like to flex the foot that I'm lifting, squeeze the glutes as you hinge forward. Square off shoulders and hips to earth, and then reach through the fingers and the heel. As you come up, bend your right knee, drawing it to hip height. And then we're going to separate the hands, flex the right foot, squeeze the outer side of the hip for 5-pointed star. And release and shake out the standing leg. You can shake out anything you want. Shaking out feels good. Take a big breath inside, away through the mouth. All right, good stuff. Feet underneath your hips. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bend the knees, hands come down to the mat, and step back 1 foot at a time, finding your high plank. Navel to spine. No drooping in the in the belly and the hips. Press the floor away. You can always come down to your knees. Ears aligned with shoulders. That just means not drooping the head. And then with control, lower to belly so that we get the back side. So we're going to stretch the front side and strengthen the back side. Reach your arms out in front. Draw your legs together, point the toes. Navel comes in towards spine and your neck stays in line, so your gaze will be down. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way up to your hip and your left arm. Reach the toes away from the fingers. It's like making half of an X across your body. Exhale, release. You weren't holding your breath the whole time, right? Okay, good. Inhale, lift your left leg and your right arm and reach toes away from fingers. Exhale, release. Draw navel to spine, legs together. Inhale, lift both legs as one unit. Continue to breathe, slow, even breaths. And then on your next inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, bend your elbows, cactusing the arms. Draw your shoulder blades toward each other, elbows and backs of the hands reach up to the sky. Inhale, reach the hands out. Exhale, everything down. Inhale, legs and arms rise. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, everything down. Now you know you can leave your legs down if you like. Inhale, everything lifts. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, down. Inhale, everything lifts. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, everything down. One more. Inhale, lift, and think length as opposed to height. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach. And exhale, down. Go ahead, turn your cheek to one side. Take a sighing away breath. Big breath in through the nose. Sigh it away through the mouth. You can shake your hips side to side. You might bend your knees and cartwheel. Windshield wiper. And then finding stillness. We're going to stretch our quads. Draw your legs back together. Right forearm out in front and the forehead rests down. Bending your left knee, reach back for the foot and draw the foot toward the glutes and then press your hip points down. And breathe. Nice long stretch for the quads. Releasing that foot. Go ahead and switch. Left forearm in front. Reach back for the right foot. Make sure the knee's coming straight out from the hip, not out to the side. Draw the foot toward the glutes and press your hips down. And release. Okay, last one. You can choose to take a couple of breaths on one side and then the other side, or you can bend both feet and reach for them and rest your forehead down, or you can create the shape if you're not reaching your feet or ankles, or if you like, Dhanurasana. Draw your knees together, pressing your feet up toward the sky, and then start to balance on your pelvis. And 5, go ahead, turn your cheek to the other side. Take a sighing away breath. Shake your hips side to side. And then hands come underneath your shoulders and press yourself up and back to child's pose. Inhale, coming forward into tabletop. We're going to set up for Vashisthasana side plank because planks are good for us. So I'm just going to turn sideways to the camera. Go ahead and bring yourself onto your right hip. Bring your right elbow right underneath your right shoulder. Align your ankles, knees, hips, and shoulders. From here, you might scissor your feet, and you might keep that bottom knee bent as you press the floor away, lifting the hips. Side plank number 1. You might extend, scissoring the feet, stack the feet. You might use the top foot, press the hips even higher. You might extend to 5 pointed star side plank. Yogi's choice. You probably have like 1 or 2 more breaths left on this side. Keep your neck in line. And then come down. And we'll go over to the other side. Elbow under shoulder. Align ankles, knees, hips, shoulders. Lift up. And breathe. All right, hips come down. Nice work, nice work. And we are going to find our way onto our back. I'm going to turn sideways to the camera once again. So go ahead and find your way to your back. Keep your knees bent. Feet come toward the glutes. Shoulders underneath a little bit. Hands alongside the legs. And let's do some rolling bridges to start. Inhale, press your feet into the floor, lifting the hips, squeezing the glutes, extending through the hip joint. And then exhaling down, slowing the movement. Inhale, hips lift. Exhaling to lower. Let's include some arm movement now. Inhale. We'll think 3 parts: beginning, middle, and end. Exhale, arms and hips return to their starting point with a middle and an end. Inhale, beginning, middle, and end. Exhale, beginning and middle and end. 2 more. Inhale, beginning, middle, and end. Exhale, beginning and middle and end. Was that one or two? Let's do one more. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale. Nice job. Go ahead and draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Rock a little side to side. And then bring your feet back towards your glutes. Inhale, lift the hips. Hands might come underneath and interlace, and you might tuck your shoulders underneath. Breathing. Long, slow inhales and exhales. Opening up through the chest. And release the hands and the shoulders and roll down onto your back, knees into chest. Go ahead and put your right foot down, left foot up to the sky. Hands can come behind hamstrings or calf muscles. And if you don't feel any pain in your low back, you can extend your right foot all the way down to the earth. Go ahead and take some ankle circles on this foot. Point and flex. Maybe you can scrunch up your toes and spread them out. And then draw the leg in toward the head. Bend that knee, hug it into the chest, and then draw the knee across the body. Your left hip might come up. You might extend your left arm out to a T. Work to get both shoulder blades on the mat. Roll back onto your back, bend both knees, realign your spine, and then draw your right knee into your chest and give it a squeeze. Extending your left leg long. And go ahead and extend your right foot up to the sky. Point and flex. Take some ankle circles. A clicking ankle. I don't know if you can hear that. Scrunch up your toes and spread them out. And then flex the foot and draw the leg toward the head. Bend your knee and draw it back into the chest, and then draw the knee across the body. Work to get your shoulder blades down, maybe extending your right arm And then roll onto your back. Bend both knees. Realign your spine. Draw your knees into your chest for happy baby pose. So if you've never done happy baby pose, imagine a 6-month-old baby when they first find their feet. And you want to bring your arms inside your knees, reaching for maybe it's your shins or your ankles or the outsides of your feet. From here, you draw your knees in toward your armpits. I like to extend my legs long and then draw my knees into my armpits. And you can play with this. You can extend one leg and then the other. You can bring the soles of your feet together and press your knees away. You can rock a little side to side. You might even just draw your legs together and extend them up to the sky. And ask yourself in this moment, what would make my yoga practice complete? What stretch or movement would feel really good right now? Maybe it's an inversion or legs up the wall, or simply extending the feet up to the sky. It could be anything. And I invite you to do that now, taking a minute or so here. It could simply be getting ready for Shavasana, which is relaxation pose. And there's no rush, but I'll start to cue it. So in Shavasana, you might extend your legs wider than hips width. And if your feet naturally fall out to the floor, you can go ahead and do that. Tucking your shoulders underneath. Hands come alongside the body, but leave some space there. And maybe the palms are up, maybe down for grounding. You can rock your head a little side to side, finding a comfy spot. You might like to get a blanket, an extra layer as you start to cool down. You might like to find an eye pillow or a little towel to put over your eyes. I don't know, a sweatshirt or something. Some socks, something really cozy. You might like to if you're at home, you might like to get right up next to the couch and bend your knees, put your shins, your calf muscles right up on the couch like this for your Shavasana. And you don't have to take Shavasana on your back. You could be on your belly or on your side. But it's really important. This is where everything sort of settles. This is where you get into the energetic parts of yoga. Let the prana or life force circulate, tend to what needs to be tended. And when you're there, go ahead and take a big breath in through your nose and sigh it away through the mouth. You don't have to worry about any special breathing anymore. Just your natural, calm breath. Take a moment to see how you're feeling now. Tune inward. Physically, how does your body feel? Energetically, whatever sensations you're feeling. There's no right or wrong. And then your thoughts. Allow yourself to be here. If you need to focus on the breaths, you could still count them or feel the sensation of your belly still rising. Notice if you're still holding any tension anywhere and see if you can soften. free to press pause. If you'd like to take Shavasana relaxation pose for another 3 to 20 minutes. And but if you're ready to transition to your day, take a deeper breath in. Reach your arms overhead, fingertips away from toes, full body stretch. And then bend your knees. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a squeeze and a hug. Rock side to side. Roll onto one side, making a little pillow for your head. Pausing for a moment. No rush. And then press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Eyes softly closed, hands coming to heart center in Anjali Mudra, or one hand over the other at heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel really good. I hope you stay well and healthy, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste.